Good evening, my friends. You are interested in the mysterious, the unknown, the unexplainable. For that is why you are here. Now, for the first time, we are bringing you the full untold history, the events that we are bringing to you to demonstrate, beyond any doubt, the existence of the supernatural, the paranormal. Yes, my friends, are your hearts ready for the mysterious unknown to be revealed?
Good morning, Mr. Lovecraft. You got the latest issue of Weird Tales here.
Wonderful, but I'm quite sure they turned down my last submission. Maybe they even ran another. Edwin has been getting quite pickety, buckety bastard.
Oh, I did quite enjoy the last one, sir. Scared the bejesus out of me.
Delightful.
Is there any reason that the names of the creatures that you make up are so hard to pronounce?
I'll let you in on a little secret. Come here a second. Who says I made them up?
Oh, ha. Yeah, very scary, Mr. Lovecraft. You got me. Have a good day, sir. See you tomorrow.
This sounds excellent. Take care now. Imbecile. What do we have here? Some fan mail?
Come in, please.
Good morning, Miss Smith. Post is here.
Thanks, Jonathan. All bills? Bills. Some kind of application?
Oh, if I may say, Miss Smith, I really like the new painting. Is it related to your Golden Dawn paintings you did for Mr. Waite?
I suppose so, but I'm not quite sure. It seems to have some kind of meaning. I was finishing a painting yesterday, and these people just kind of grew into the painting. I don't know who any of them could be. They look like contemporary characters from the Major Arcana. Hanged Man, the Hermit, the High Priestess, the Magician. And this one looks like an emperor.
The High Priestess looks a lot like you, Miss Smith.
Jonathan, no.
Look here. She has your headdress, and she seems to be opening a letter.
This is all nonsense. I've seen more supernatural realism at the Spook House at Luna Park on Coney Island. No. The Fun House at Steeplechase Park.
I know it seems hopeless, but there is so much out there that's not been explained away with science. And all those events have had reliable witnesses.
Reliable? Are you insane? Billy Bob Rubin down in southern Kentucky at the We Love Our Cousins trailer park is hardly what I'd refer to as reliable.
What about the Tunguska event of 1909?
It was 1908.
What? No, it was 1909.
Mrs. Houdini, my love. It was Podkamennaya section of the Tunguska River in Siberia, Russia, June 30th, 1908.
All this time I thought it was 1909.
Honey.
Yes?
The post is here.
I guess I'd better run and get it then.
Thank you. Everyone knows it was probably that mad Serbian scientist and his man-made lightning bolt.
Looks like you have some more fan mail from another sycophantic female fan.
That's right, dear. Throw some more kerosene on the raging inferno. This is interesting.
Everything is documented. All we need to do is recreate the effects.
I'm sure we can. I'd like to try it with other power sources. Possibly construct a magnifying transmitter out of different metal. I think if we can get the better current, it would promote cleaner power supply. We could probably ensure better results. It seemed like if I had a material that was more pure, that we'd no longer have to account for such sporadic wavelength signals. I'm quite certain the electrodes are an alloy. We need something like copper or silver to get the desired effect. We would be able to reach further, maybe even start looking for those transmissions I received so many years ago. If Morgan didn't pull my funding, we wouldn't even need this jerry-built transmission station. Everything we need was there in Wardenclyffe.
Doc, I think you're rambling again. We may not have access to silver, though, but maybe we could reuse the copper in the bulbs?
I see it. You may be onto something, kid. Hand me that brush and remove the base from the light bulb and slowly pull out those stem and filaments. We do not want any damage done to the material.
Here you are, Doc. You want me to set it gently in sample jars or petri dishes? Do you have any handy?
Why would I?
Because you're a scientist, Doc?
Those are for cultures. This isn't a biotechnology laboratory filled with groans, molds, and bacterial. Now hand me that Ursa iron. All right. I think now would be a great time for a glass of milk and a foot stretching. Did you bring today's post and newspapers?
I did. I got them here in my satchel.
Thank you, Swayze. You know, I'd much rather fancy a cup of whiskey. I'll never make it to 150 years old drinking milk and water the rest of my life.
I'm quite sure we could probably procure some of Tennessee's finest. I'm certain I've met a gentleman the other day down at the Rube Hall.
And go blind? Where are your wits, lad? Drinking illegal whiskey, mostly made in some Rube's bathtub. What sense would that make? Tennessee's finest indeed. Puh! I'd be better off making my own, if I had the time and the resources. You know, that's not a bad idea. Swayze, write that down. Hello. Inconceivable.
Dear Mr. Lovecraft, first and foremost, I'd like to start by saying how much I enjoy your work. You are a national treasure in your field, as well as an extraordinary asset to your bailiwick and amongst your peers. Then, of course, you're assuming you have peers. I'm sure I've never seen or come in contact with anyone that doesn't pale in your comparison, let alone close enough to be considered a peer or colleague. But stroking your ego isn't the reason
why I've chosen to contact you. There's many things in this world that can be easily explained away when not confronted with said event at first hand. What kind of things would fall under this category, you may ask? Paranormal? Maybe. Supernatural? Possibly. Preternatural? Conceivably. I've witnessed things in my time that most people only write about in science fiction and fantasy. These things are the proverbial old hat in my field. But using skilled people in your field without any emotional or spiritual connection or relationship could be beneficial to such an ambitious event.
Such things like this aren't for the faint of heart. It deals in a lot of long hours and even more potential dead ends. But I feel with the team I'm assembling, along with the right leads, we can not only stay on top of it, but also get the results that my reputation is borderline desperate for. Do not worry about any type of monetary compensation when it comes to this. My most passionate of projects, money is no object. Nor would I let the lack thereof become an obstacle to balk my progress. Whatever you feel is a fair fiduciary amount to allow you to perform at the top of your game while in my employment, plus an additional 35% and an expense account for any unforeseen developments. Along with all this, I also will draw up in writing that participants in my employment will retain all prestigious rights as well as scientific properties to all discoverers as well. If these conditions are not suitable to your liking, I am open for any kind of reasonable negotiation. Please do not contact me straight away. Please take some time to consider the offer. Once you agree, a train ticket and a motor hotel reservation will be waiting for you at the station. Thank you for taking the time to hear me out and reading this rather verbose correspondence. Respondez, s'il vous plaît, WRH. I think it'd be nice to fly there, don't you?
I'd rather not. It's just too far for you to fly. I'd rather us just sit on a train together and watch the scenery go by. Doesn't that just sound nice?
It does. Maybe I could practice some of my new illusions. Plus, I'm not sure what it is this WRH wants of me.
He's probably going to want you to just go over some equipment or stand watch while he interacts with a silly psychic or mad medium.
Oh yeah. Is that right, Mrs. Houdini? I'm so clever. My name is Bess Houdini. My alliterations are the cat's meow.
Cut it out, Eric. Stop it. Get off of me.
Eric, uh-oh, I better stop.
All aboard?
Excuse me, can you help me get my luggage onto the train, please?
Of course, sir. Just one moment and we'll have all those in the baggage area for you.
I'd rather have them in my car with me, if that's a possibility.
I please see your ticket, sir, and I can let you know straight away.
Straight away? Yes, certainly. That'd be swell. Here we are, my restricted boarding pass, one way to Athol, Massachusetts, Pequannock Station.
Yes, sir. This car is overhead baggage. You can have it right with you the whole way. Here we go. Porter, help this gentleman with his luggage.
Yes, sir. These here, sir?
Yes, just behind me. Thank you.
All 4 cases, sir?
Yes, that is 4. No, I just have 3.
There are 4 cases here, sir. Which ones ain't yours?
This isn't right. I guess they're all mine. I surely don't.
I'm sorry, sir. These are all yours, sir?
Yes, I'm sorry. I don't recall grabbing this one. Car 87, please.
Yes, sir.
Journal entry, September 8th. I arrived yesterday in the States after a few-day trip at sea. See previous journal entries for full details. The ship RMS Baltic from Liverpool to New York, New York. I caught a ferry to Connecticut to visit my cousin William Gillette at his castle in East Haddam. In regards to New York, I've not been there since 1907. It was a kind of bittersweet visit, filled with memories of better times. I left before any of these ghosts could overwhelm me. But, contrary-wise, visiting William was lovely. He had asked to procure a few of my earlier paintings, mostly juvenilia works that hadn't made it to any of my past exhibitions. This helped for receiving some petty funds for any outside interests. Since I left much earlier than the date of the host's request, I had time to dawdle. After receiving my boarding pass from the box office at the Hartford Railroad Station, I immediately boarded the train headed north, and then once in Springfield, Massachusetts, I was transferred to another train that will take me straight to what sounds to be just a sleepy little town of Athol, just south of the Tully Mountains and northwest of Swift River Valley Aqueducts. Here I am to meet with a so far anonymous host and learn of the more employment duties that the rather mysterious correspondence sent earlier this week was rather vague on. From what I've gathered, strictly from the letter alone, is that this host is certainly affluent as well as influential. He doesn't seem to be concerned with financial difficulties the way the average middle-class citizen would. And judging by his grammar and tonality, I would venture to say he isn't used to being told no very often. But I suppose it's important to keep an open mind upon meeting the host or hostess. This could prove to be a lucrative endeavor, which would be just what the Five Fields needs at the moment. On a side note, it's adventurous moments such of these that make me long for my late friend and colleague, Bram Stoker. Oh, dearest Bram, this sounds so much like one of your Gothic novels or mystery stage plays. I'm sure if you were here with me physically, along with your spirit, you'd be keeping me on my toes with history as well as keeping my mind from wandering to such macabre and melancholic recollections from the past. In a Dimaro's journal, parting is such sweet sorrow. Love, Pixie.
Did you get it, Swayze?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Nikola Tesla on his latest adventure, beginning at the Pilgrimin Motor Hotel. Wonderful. The hell is a motor hotel?
Doc?
What's wrong with just in?
I seriously haven't the foggiest.
Whole town seems to be without the electricity. It's like going back in time.
Doc?
Damn it, Swayze! What is it, man?
Sorry, sir. Do you think that the anonymous egg behind this may have, hired anyone else?
Good God, Swayze. Perhaps you shouldn't have come. I didn't think of this until now, but their host may find this to be rude, bringing along a news journalist here. If anyone asks, we will tell them that you are my official biographer. Understood?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Good. Let us go in and get the keys to our room. No, Swayze, wait here. I'll see if they have a cart or a bellhop or something.
Afternoon, sir. How can I help you?
Good afternoon. I would like accommodations, if you please. I am to understand that we have reservations.
Name?
Tesla. Nikola Tesla.
Yes, very good, Mr. Nikola Tesla. You're quite early. Your room is just about finished.
Finished? What do you mean finished?
Oh, yes, nearly. You see, we have to go in rotation of rooms. You can see, it's not as though business is booming. It's routine, you see, is formalities.
Excellent. One more question. My baggage is a bit on the heavy side. Do you have a cart or a hand trolley that we may use?
Oh, certainly, sir. I'll get that for you. Please wait in the lobby. Sign the ledger. It won't be a tick.
Oh, quaint. Motor hotel? Sounds seedy. I do hope this place has cockroaches, otherwise the ambiance shan't be complete.
Here you are, sir. The Pilgrim Inn. Your luggage, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Excelsior. I didn't realize a place such as this had such first-class treatment. I say bellhop, just here.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not a bellhop. I'm a journal. I'm a biographer from Mr. Tesla.
Oh, Tesla. Nikola Tesla, the wizard.
The very same, sir.
Swayze, what seems to be the trouble? Oh, how do you do, sir?
Great Scott, Mr. Nikola Tesla.
Indeed. And you are, sir?
Howard Lovecraft, sir.
Lovecraft. I see. Have we met before? Perhaps at a lecture or a demonstration? Your name is familiar to me.
I've penned several short stories for monthly publications and maybe read some of my work.
Wait a minute. Weird Tales, that's it! Swayze's picture books! I do recall. Yes, H.P. Lovecraft, correct?
Yes, you read science fiction horror?
I read a lot of different things, my dear fellow. I find alien life forms quite intriguing. Can't imagine Earth being the only planet with life on it, but I find it most entertaining.
Is that so? It's nice to meet you, sir.
Likewise, I look forward to talking with you in the near future. Perhaps after me and my personal documentarian here settle in, maybe we can have dinner.
That sounds incredible. I'd be honored.
Very good. I'm sure I'll see you in a bit. Swayze, come.
I'll be back with the trolley in a moment, Mr. Lovecraft. Sorry about before.
Here we are, ma'am. A pilgrim.
This is it, driver. The Pilgrim Inn.
You sure travel a lot for a lady, ma'am. Just pulling your leg.
Yes, sir. Have to keep it light.
There we go. Have a great day, mum.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Excuse me, sir. Is this the front office?
Me? I believe it is.
Oh, are you on your way in or on your way out?
I'm kind of just arriving here.
Normal American English. That's a sound for sore ears. I couldn't handle listening to more Cockney. My name is Pamela Smith. Are you waiting for someone?
Quite. Nice to meet you. I'm Howard Lovecraft. I'm waiting for what seems to be the only ham trolley this town seems to have.
Lovecraft is an interesting name. Is that British?
You know, I'm not sure what it is.
Right. Well, it is interesting. It's kind of nice sounding.
I really don't think I've ever had anyone say that to me in my life. I find it interesting that your last name is Smith, but you seem to be of Spanish or Jamaican persuasion.
Yes, my mother was Jamaican.
A lucky guess. I'm terribly sorry. This is probably the most I've talked to someone face-to-face in a long while outside my family members. I'm kind of not sure how to talk to people, so I'm going to apologize now for saying something wrong. I'm sure people don't talk like this to each other.
You're doing really well.
Thanks. My social inadequacies is just giving people the wrong idea about me. Just because I don't know how to act or react to people doesn't necessarily mean I hate them. Although that's probably way too much information. Sorry, Miss Smith.
My friends call me Pixie.
Good Lord.
There it is, Mrs. Houdini! Told you this was the way to go!
What?
Never mind! I'm going to land in the field just north of the clock tower!
What?
Love you!
God damn it!
Evening, folks. Sorry about the accommodations. Tonight's menu features vichyssoise soup, springtime salad, paprika chicken, and for dessert, cherry pie or poppers pudding.
Sounds interesting.
I will be right back with those soups.
Thank you.
Well, I suppose someone has to break the ice. I'm Pamela Smith from Cornwall, but I've spent a lot of time living in different areas, including New York and Jamaica.
Good God! Are you the Pamela Smith that's related to former mayor of Brooklyn, Cyrus Porter Smith?
Yes, that was my paternal grandfather.
Good heavens, my dear! I am quite fond of your artwork. I had a series of your posters done in your gouache style. I believe I met your cousin. He introduced me to your work.
Pamela Coleman Smith. You designed a tarot deck for Edward Waite. I had no idea I was speaking to you when we met earlier.
And who may you be, sir? I'm pretty familiar with everyone else here by name or reputation.
Vichyssoise soup is served.
Howard Philip Lovecraft.
Are you really? The author?
I'm a writer. I never infringed my credentials and I claim that I was an author.
The Doom That Came to Sarnath. The Crawling Chaos. Herbert West, Reanimator. Have you ever wrote a complete novel?
No, sir, but I'm working on several ideas.
I know some pretty important people in the publishing industry. It would be my pleasure, no, my honor, to introduce you to them.
That sounds amazing. Thank you.
Which brings us to our celebrated mad scientist, Mr. Tesla.
Hello, everyone. I'm sorry, I've been jotting down some notes here. I'm Nikola Tesla, your Harry Houdini, Pamela Coleman Smith, Howard, of course, and this lovely lady is...
Forgive me my manners, Tesla. This is my beloved wife, Mrs. Houdini, Wilhelmina Beatrice Rain Houdini, but you may all call her Mrs. Houdini.
Charmed. This young man with me is my personal documentarian, Kenneth Swayze.
Tell me something, Nikki. Any idea who our guest host may be?
The clock stopped. How odd.
Unfortunately, Enric, I do not. But it is approaching midnight, and I believe that was the time at which our host said he'd meet us.
Quite right, Mr. Tesla.
My friends, do not let your eyes see, nor your ears hear, that which you cannot account for. These historic events are designed to help you to be prepared for the thrilling, relentless exploration into the unexplained. Join us next week when the mysterious unknown is revealed.